Welcome guys to my channel. I want to talk about ICOs. Now we already know that ICOs are first controversial, secondly they are unregulated. So if you are investing in ICOs, you are to yourself. This is coin schedule. Coin schedule tells you, it gives you information of the cryptocurrencies that are about launching and some other stuff. So you are left to yourself. You go on the on their website and you click, you go through the white paper, maybe you listen to YouTubers or wherever you get your information from. So and you are left to do. So now when you have the ICO space that is unregulated and is controversial, and tell you that you have the internet where someone can just take up a website, bring up a paper and calls it white paper, write down he's going to do this, he's going to do that, and at the end of the day he says send such and such money to this address and you send it. And at the end of the day, what about if they run away with your money, or what about if anything happens to the project? So we have the issues of people actually, first they are incapable, then secondly they may be scam, right? So they may be scam. So those are the flaws that has to do with the ICO. Now if we look at ICO'S stacks, you see that these are the returns of ICOs currently. These are some of the ICOs that have launched, and this is the returns of investment so far. So it's been a very good one. Now with these are the coins that I just added recently. Now with the coins being added, it also comes with their own risk. So as these coins are added, they also come with their own risk. So what should you now do and protect yourself against all this risk? That is where Descrow now comes in. Now Descrow is a platform where they want to bring a decentralized escrow platform. Now if you are to buy something from Amazon or Aliexpress, Aliexpress is just like a middle party, a middleman between you and the seller. And in order that both parties do not get ripped off, that is where Aliexpress now comes in. Aliexpress does not have a single product. They are only offering a service, and that is how they make their money. They get a little commission from the sales that they make. So they don't have a product. So what about if Aliexpress is not there and you want to buy something from China? They offer it to you that it's cheap. Okay, you buy it, and at the end of it you don't get what you want, and there is no institution to run to. That one is a very big problem. So that is why we now have the issues of banks, we now have the issues of Aliexpress, we now have all these third parties coming into the system to actually mitigate against fraud and many other stuff. The law of investment is, if you do not trust someone, no matter how good or how promising what they intend to do or what they want to do, you will not be able to do business with them. So the underlying factor behind business is not how exciting a project is. Someone can come up and say, man, this project, you go through the white paper, you see the things they want to do, they tell you the problem outlines, then they tell you the solution they want to bring, then they tell you the price of the token, and you now go through a platform like this and you say, okay, yeah, the returns have been so much. I missed NST, I missed IOTA, I missed this one. Okay, I want to do this, I want to do that. No, you're not to do that. So with the pool, how do you not distinguish? And then another problem again I want to say in the crypto space is, in the crypto space there's what we call the influencer marketing. After these people might have done adverts. Now you already know about, if you have been in the crypto space, if you already know my channel, I try as much as possible to tell people the things that are happening within the space so that you don't get deceived. In the crypto space, not only in the crypto space, there's what we call the influencer marketing. Influencer marketing has to do with bringing someone who has gained a little influence into the system and using such a person to project your cause. So if you are bringing someone like Cristiano Ronaldo, you already know that Cristiano Ronaldo. So you already know this guy is a very huge star, right? So if you are bringing, supposing you want to launch an ICO and you bring in Cristiano Ronaldo to just endorse the project, people will not even care to read the white paper. People will not even care to see what your project is. As far as Cristiano Ronaldo is there, people, you can be very sure that that IC is going to say in less than how many minutes. So, but Cristiano Ronaldo is not in the crypto space now. In the crypto space, there are many YouTubers. I give them the credit. They've put in the time, they've put in the effort, and many of them are actually doing a lot. So when you see a YouTuber who may be paid to actually give a review on a content and may not be paid to give a review on the content, but as far as the YouTuber gives a review on the content, whether he's paid or not, if he says this project, this is a project that are ongoing now, or let's see some of the upcoming projects. Okay, let's see. Okay, these are some of the upcoming projects. If a YouTuber tells you this project is not good, people tend to listen to such a person. If he says this project is good, people don't care to know what they want to do. They will invest. Why? Because in the past, maybe they have said something and it's true and it's not true. That is why I make my videos. I bring you the facts and I say, these are the findings I've made. These are the negatives. These are the positives I've seen. Take your decision yourself. Follow your intuition and the rest of them. So guys, what is Descrow all about? I've told you about the problems and the rest of them. Now Descrow wants to solve a problem. You know, when you launch a coin, like you see this coin now, Flitso wants to do a project, right? Now they've launched this project now and the coin is not selling for this amount. Do you know that the investors who invested in this project do not care if Flitso actually makes them actually comes to a fraction? Now you've seen that the coin was just launched and people have started selling their coin. They don't care all the promises that Flitso made, want to do this, want to do that. They don't care if these people actually have the money to do this project. All they care is, I bought this coin. How much is Flitso now? I can't really tell how much they were selling the coin. Now I bought this coin at such an amount of money. Once it hits the exchange, I'm going to sell. They don't care what happened to the company and whatsoever. All they want is the money. So whether the company shuts down, they don't care. So those are some of the problems that the ICO has. First thing is the investors do not care about the project they invested in. All they care is, I want to make profits. Then the second problem with the crypto space is the risk that these people who we are investing our money into can actually run away with our money. That's some of the risk. Then another problem is the overestimation and underestimation. Sometimes investors can underestimate how much a project is going to cost. Then another time, the person who is launching the platform can actually overestimate what a project should cost. So maybe a project should cost maybe $50 million and they are overestimating it to become $100 million. So what Descrow is a project that will help solve all these problems. So in a nutshell, what will Flitso be Descrow be doing? Now Descrow will be they have 4 systems. The first one, they're talking about the 4 tokens. We have the active tokens, and then we have the frozen tokens, and then we have the reserve tokens, and then we have the vote token. So the first system is you as a startup, you list your coin, and after listing your coin, as you can see from here, okay, secure collection, storage, and distribution of funds to avoid unforeseen circumstances. The project splits into project finance into stages. So let me explain it with this. So when you launch your coin, then there is a registration on the system. This is this platform, Descrow system, and then this is your roadmap. Now your roadmap is, okay, at this stage, 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 this is what I want to do. So all these things, after launching your roadmap, the backer says that, okay, now the backer says that, and the backers, once they invest, then there is a vote. If, as you can see, the backers, they vote. So in a nutshell, without confusing you, they invest, you launch your coin, or your project you want to launch, you use the platform. The platform gives people, the investors, security that yeah, these people are not going to run away with your money. So all the funds that are being or that you sent are being held in an escrow account. So at every stage, let's say you want to raise $50 million, and now the $50 million, you said I want to use 10 million for this, I want to use 10 million, I want to use 10 million, I want to use 10 million. So as you complete one project, you ask the system, you ask the people who invest to say, okay, I want to use this money. So they will vote and say, okay, let's see the last result. Was it completed? Okay, is it worth this money now? If it is worth it, they release more funds. So if the number of votes is not much, if the number of years is not much, they are not going to do it. So in this way, though the way I see it, it's going to take time for maybe a little time for investors to actually get their money, but it is very good because if you invest in an IPO, you already know that you are going to lock your money up for 10 years. The reason why you lock up your money for 10 years is not because the people just want to lock your money for 10 years. No, just if everybody just invests and they launch it and you take your money, what is the need? What is the need of putting the money there, and if the project fails? So they lock up the money so that they use that money, because the money was initially collected to be used to achieve your project, not to be given to people. So they use the project to take the company to a stage, and once the company reaches a stage, then they can now release it to the public, and the public can now buy. Then that is when you now get your money, because the company has gotten from a level where it's nobody can actually look upon it, to a level where people now want to buy shares in it. So it's a very good system to protect those who are buying, who are the investors in the crypto space, and also to protect many startups that are coming, so that they don't fail. Because I think there was a Huffington post that says 99% of the ICOs are going to fail, and a lot of people are calling ICOs scams. It's true, because when you see a space where anybody can literally do anything, just come in and ask for money, it's a very, very bad one. So that is what Descrow in a nutshell wants to do. So I've highlighted the problems, I've highlighted the issues of social influencers and the blockchain. Then I've also highlighted what Descrow wants to do. So guys, I've given you everything that you need to know about this project. The ICO is starting on the 29th. If you want to invest, you make your decision to invest. And with that, I want to say a very big thank you to you, and do have a very good day.